the stream begins. We're guessing the movie for the wins. How the devil is everyone. Let's spend an hour having fun. Bless you all for joining me, watching my work create debris, clean it all up. I surely could. With my wife nearby, I probably should. The world overweight is streaming live. Models and projects coming alive. I hope you love my new anthem. The world away is streaming live. Models and projects coming alive. A car crash maybe with a mug of Kraken. Stand by for laughs and let's get grunting. Let's get grunting. Let's get grunting. Let's get grunting. Let's get grunting.
Well done, Benjamin, for getting King Kong. It was King Kong. Absolutely brilliant film. I do like the Peter Jackson film. I liked it more because he did sort of like a video
That's
diary
Farrell
online.
1226 super chatted $4.99.
Thank you so
Happy
much.
Thanksgiving.
While we're talking about the super
I'm
chats,
thankful for
I will.
World of Wayne.
Thank you. I will get to we've already had a super chat in from Dave Phillips. David Phillips, thank you very much. You get the new and improved. I think that's pretty amazing. Thank you for the folks over at Hobby Time Modelers for sharing that with me. I get to use that dashed logo now. It's really appreciated. And I am thankful. I'm very thankful to be spending the evening with you all tonight. Obviously, Thanksgiving in America. So I give my thanks to everybody over the pond. We don't actually celebrate it in this country. We tend to normally go into Christmas. But I love the whole notion of Thanksgiving. I really do wish we celebrate it here. But to that end, Slancha, I'm on the rum tonight. I've had about 5 fingers. Today's been a wild day for me. It's been an absolute wild day. So if I'm not with it, I really considered having cards today so I can read from cards. But today's more like me just doing this.
Did you ever see that scene in Scanners when that dude's head blew up?
And I'm sure we're going to revisit this later on down the line eventually. So I might not be my usual self tonight. I hope I am. But I have got cards set up so I can kind of keep myself on track. But Dave Phillips, thank you so much for that. I will get to that other super chat in a minute. I'm going to save that up. I want to get through what I've got here. But just want to mention, yes, definitely. Thank you for joining me tonight. Thank you for the community. And I give thanks to the world of model making because that's certainly grounded me today. All good. Right. First things first. For you folks in Germany, in the Deutschland, we have got a new build. And this, I was hoping, would come to the UK. It's not here yet. And that is basically the Michael Schumacher Ferrari. Now, obviously, this is in Italy at the moment, and it's just hit Germany. Now, this is the model that I saw when I was in Barcelona at the F1 track. Absolutely amazing model. This looks the same sort of detail as that 97T we did. Now, I'm guessing because it's in Germany, we might see it soon. I'm hoping. But I've had no news or anything about it. But it's a lovely car. And that is on the fan home site. If you go right to the bottom of the fan home site, as you can see here, you can change the location. And I normally just have a quick click for all the other countries here just to see what other countries have got. But it's always good to check that information out just to see what's there. And talking of new builds, there's another one. If I go over to this one here, Agora Models have announced the Cutty Sark. Agora Models have got a double points, I believe, up to Black Friday, as you can see here, until December 2nd. Cutty Sark, I was actually going to go to Greenwich to go and have a look at this. I know it's parked up there, and I haven't been on it since the fire, and they've encased this now and stuff. Looks like a good model. Don't know if I'm going to be doing that, because I'll tell you what, wooden ships can take anywhere from like 2 to 6 years to do, and obviously I've committed to doing the US Constitution now. You can have the ribs showing, or you can have it panelled, as you can see there, exactly like the Constitution, but yeah, mighty fine ships. Gonna take you an age to do, but looking pretty cool, I think. So that's the 2 model announcements that we've got. I'm sticking to the script, Mrs. Rolderrain. I'm sticking to the script. Do you realise today's the 27th? So we've got 1 month, basically 4 weeks until the first pack, I believe, of the Orca is shipping from Agora Models. So that'll be a ship that I think a lot of us are building from Jaws. So I thought I'd just get that in there as well. I wouldn't be surprised if Gore Models make an announcement on Christmas Eve as well. I mentioned this on the members stream yesterday, that they seem to have been a habit every Christmas Eve of making an announcement. 2 years ago, it was James Bond. Sorry, my glasses are filthy. 2 years it was James Bond, and I'm sure there was one last year, but for the life of me, I can't remember what it was. And obviously this year from Agora Models, they've announced the Orca. They've also announced the Jurassic Park car that we saw at Telford. And then obviously we've got Airwolf announced as well, which isn't until 2027, but I reckon we're going to hear a lot of news about that, obviously, in the next few months. Talking about Airwolf, if you go over to the My Airwolf site at the moment, and the link is there, you will see that there's a couple of polls on there. The first one was for scale. I believe 118 is quite winning at the moment, but a lot of people are liking the 116 as well, which is even bigger. And also about the interior cockpit. And I think a lot of people are liking the Season 3, but there is a couple of side-by-side comparisons on there, so you can have a look which one you'd prefer. I like Season 3 because there's a TV screen in that, and there's a lot you could do with that. But that's on the myairwolf.com website. So that's that. What else? There is some Black Friday deals at the moment. You saw that with Agora Models, but also allow me to put my Amazon links up here. Obviously, Amazon's already going to drop the prices on a load of things tomorrow, or in the UK, I don't know if we get it, but I think it's already on in the UK, to be honest with you. But I'll put my affiliate links on there. So basically, you don't have to buy anything from my store, but if you click on that link and then shop to your heart's content on Amazon, I do get a little kickback on that, and it does support the channel. So I thought I'd let you know that. Now, you've got the links there, but you can also just scan that on your QR code. And what it will do is open the app. If you've got Amazon on your phone, it will just open your app on your phone as normal. But all cool. I have tried to refresh everything in the model store, especially those glasses, which are really hard to get hold of since Strange New Worlds come out. So that's that. I've got this, which I've improved. Let me just turn this one off. I'm glad I've done business cards tonight, Mrs. Waldorf. I've improved this to be only 15 seconds long, but there's a couple of model shows next year. You got this one. Which is pretty cool. And also, do you remember I did my first model show last year in Sutton-on-Sea with Ed? There's going to be another one in Sutton-on-Sea, and I've got the date of the 11th of July. Now, I haven't confirmed that date yet because I don't know if I can make it. I know I've got my kids that weekend, but obviously Riley's 18 this year, so I don't know where I'm going to be at the moment. So, but that is a date that I've penciled into my diary at the moment on the 11th of July. I am going to be at the one at Bicester on the 21st of March. I've had a model delivered. This one's a bit confusing, and I know that back on the Fan Home website basically told us about this. We've got the USS Harlan, but the book has been labelled the USS Edison. Now, the Harlan is an Edison-class starship, so I don't know. I don't know. They said it was a deliberate, not a deliberate mistake. They said it was deliberate, but yeah, I got the Harlan. Let me show you what the Harlan looks like. I'm just going to move my mic out of the way. Oops. Let's take this off of that. There you go. And looking nice. I don't know how many. Let me put that down there. I don't know how many we've done of this now. Let's have a look. We've got 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I think that's the 14th, is it? 13th, 14th? I don't know. I get confused. The only other thing to let you know is that I'm going to have a bit of a nightmare with updating these cards. Now, do you remember well, at the end of every stream and also at the start of this stream, I've got all the members' cards coming up. Patreon's fine, but the macro that I use that pulls names in, YouTube have now decided to change your usernames to the names that you're seeing now in chat. Which it didn't used to do. So it's tried to pull all of those names like Chris Hurst 46666 there onto that card, which I don't want to do. So I'm having to manually do it now. So if I do get your name wrong on the Patreon card, please just let me know and I will try and change it because I'm having to do it manually. That's only for YouTube channel members. It's not for Patreon channel members. That's still pulling in absolutely fine. But I thought I'd get that out there as well. And guess what? That means, right, I'm happy that I've managed to get through the first 10 minutes without fluffing up. So that's cool. So I think that deserves another run. At Christmas, I guarantee at Christmas time, we're going to look back at this stream. All right, we're going to look back at this stream at Christmas. Evening, Wayne and fellow model makers, and happy Thanksgiving to all the friends over the pond. Yeah, well, happy Thanksgiving to you too, John. Did you see? Obviously, I haven't really done any Gundam models on the members stream for ages, but I was doing yesterday on the members stream. It's not really a Gundam, but it's the same thing. It's going together like a Gundam model, a Bumblebee from Transformers. It's 62 parts. There's a dog barking. It's 62 parts, and it's supposed to be done by 8-year-olds upwards. And I struggled yesterday. 62 parts, and I was struggling. Yeah, I'm starting to think that my level is now Kinder Egg. I think I can probably open a Kinder Egg and might be able to do one of them on stream. That can take an hour. Oh, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Okay, I'm going to try and keep up with chat tonight. We'll have to see. Good CGI film, maybe 10 years old. King Kong was great, except for the bit where they're running away from the dinosaurs. That needs to be cut out. Saying cut out, I've just managed to get hold of a film where a guy called, stand by. I need to give this guy credit, okay? I can't remember his name though. A guy called, I haven't got his name. Oh yeah, I have. 1 second. Stand by. You've got to search for this if you can get hold of it, okay? This guy is called Dustin Lee. Dustin Lee. What he's done is he's taken all the Peter Jackson, the Hobbit films, and he's cut out anything that wasn't in the book. So there's no Legolas in it. There's no whatever the elf's called, Evangeline, whatever her name is, Lily Thing. And he's made one film, which is 4.5 hours long, of The Hobbit, true to the book. So I managed to get hold of that. So that's going to be my Christmas Day movie, I think. I can't wait to see that. But I think it's available online, so you'd have to check that out. Pretty cool. It was Steve. Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you, Steve. Thank you for doing this. From what I understand, Steve, that's Todd's voice saying, dashed. I think that's Todd. And he's put his voice through auto-tune. Pretty crazy, huh? Oh, Mark Pringlesleaf, how the devil are you? I wonder what version of King Kong it is. That's going to be the, I said, the Peter Jackson one, that was. I did like the Peter Jackson one. Not my favourite Kong film, I have to say. I did like the 1978, was it one? I liked that one. Obviously, everyone likes, well, I'm guessing the 1933 Fay Ray one. But as for big ape films, I still like Mighty Joe Young. Obviously, not the same story as King Kong, but Mighty Joe Young, and not the Bill Paxton, Charlize Theron. I'm talking about the black and white one. Great movie. Great movie. Hello, Christopher from Grantham.
Let's give it up big time. Hello, Christian from Grantham. Now.
You're right. Wow, that cut off quick, didn't it? I don't know what happened there. It's the rum. It was the 2005 King Kong. I remember buying that on HD DVD. You remember there was this thing about real HD DVD? It was like Sony Betamax. It was like Betamax VHS wars all over again. Would it be, I think it was Toshiba's HD DVD or Sony's Blu-ray? And obviously, 13 years down the line, actually it's 20 years down the line, we know the answer to that question. Although Blu-ray is probably not a thing anymore. It's all online now, isn't it? So, the things that happen. Evening from a wet Crowborough. We're actually all right in Corby at the moment, Paul. Icy this morning, and then it got really mild throughout the day. So I do like a bit of ice now, though. Now Christmas is coming. It's good to have that. What blocky did you eventually build on live stream yesterday? It was the Bumblebee. We did the Bumblebee yesterday, and it took me the whole stream. 62 pieces, Jacob. Took me the whole stream. Go figure. And I was stressed. But it's sitting, when you watch tomorrow's video, I was going to do the space station. But, it's been a funky day today. So what I decided to do was do the Lancaster. So I've done the full pack of the Lancaster. I think you'll see it on the background behind me. But I really, really enjoyed doing the Lancaster. And I'm going to leave the International Space Station for next week. Because we eventually get to... I'm saying that a lot today, aren't I? Because we do get to finish it. I've got so 2.5 packs or whatever. I've got all the rest of the stages. So I'm going to put them all together, get it on, do the beauty shots, and then it's going to be sitting right here somehow. Haven't figured that out yet. It's obviously going to be hanging from the ceiling here, but it's going to be sitting right here. But I can't really do that yet because where are we? Next week, I think it's next week. I've got some people coming in. I mentioned it last week, are doing the ventilation in the house, so they need to get in this cupboard down here, which is going to be a bit funky. Obviously, Stream Elements is posting a few things up about the best model competition. It's also got the link there for the Christmas quiz, which is Thursday, the 18th of December. And we start at 7 p.m. So I've started doing that now as well. Pete Cooper, you've got the last stage of the Enterprise on your way, Joe. That's cool. I'm up to issue 27, I think. So I've got 4 more issues to go. Hey, you need what the Schumacher car. It is nice up close, Berg. Just have to say. You're like Nigel Mansell's Red 5, really? Ooh. Do you know what date Wayne gets the Orca Part 1? I don't know, Grim Willows. I heard that I should have it for Christmas. That's what Agora said to me. They're going to try and get it out for Christmas, but I don't know when. Yeah, we need that Ferrari. I know you've been asking Ferrari 2000G for that for ages. I've got no news of it coming out here at the moment. It's just hit Germany, though, and that's normally a good sign that it's going to be here shortly. It's been in Germany for a while. They've only just started advertising it, John, on social media, though, you know. So that's how I found out about it. I didn't know anything about it. You'd love if Agora made the Pirates of the Caribbean Black Pearl or the Flying Dutchman. Both of those, Jacob, have been done by Hachette Partworks. I've seen the Black Pearl Partwork by Hachette Partworks. It's an amazing model. As a matter of fact, if you watch my Telford video, you'll see it in there. The Black Pearl that's in that video is the Hachette Partworks. Will it come back? I don't know. The Cutty Sark was built in Dumbarton, was it? I need to go down there and get my history lesson. I think a trip to Greenwich is way over on the cards. The last time I was in Greenwich was actually with Spruverse, with Phil. We went to Greenwich. That was around about it was cold, so that must have been this sort of time of year, Mrs. Wildawayne, wasn't it? I can't remember. That was a few years ago. About 3 years ago, I'm guessing. But one good thing about the model wooden ships, they burn well. Listen, I'm doing really well on that Constitution. It's going well. The Cutty Sark is great, but get rid of gold chain. Working rigging had blackened chain. It's going to be like, Wayne Weatherwax. It's going to be like that Orca. It's going to come pristine, but I'm going to weather it up to the hill. You wait till you see what I'm doing to weather it up. I've got some ideas. For that. Look, this is well away. Well done. Only a few days until you can start opening my Wear Advent calendar. Mrs. World Away, and I'm telling you what, I didn't realise how much fabric is. So I've just got her a fabric Advent calendar, which has cost me over £100 for fabric. I mean, really. Fabric calendar. So she's got a fabric calendar. I've got a Dairy Milk, probably, I don't know how much you paid for it. I got a Dairy Milk Advent calendar. The dogs have got their own Advent calendar. As a matter of fact, Mrs. World Away's got 2 fabric Advent calendars. Go figure. Cutty Sark means short night dress. Really? I love things like that. You've only need 25 subs to go, then I'm at 500. Well, you know what? If people want to help out John, Spider's Brew, if you click on his name in chat, it will take you to his YouTube channel and you can click subscribe. And if you haven't subscribed to me, and I'm sure most of you have now, please remember to subscribe. Because at the moment, I'm on my way to 86,000 subscribers. I'll let you know now, I've got a target that I want to reach before the end of the year. I want to get to 86,100 subscribers. There is a reason for that, but I'm going to keep it to myself until I beat it, and then I'll tell you why 86,100 is the figure I'm trying to get to. Giving myself all these little boosts here. These little goals. Amazing Pack 2 at SAS Jeep. I enjoy Pack 2. You're weathering as I build. I'm going to weather mine at the end because I am going to be doing a dusk sort of desert weathering on it. But I want it all complete first, so all cool. Freestanding magnifier or a visor? Definitely a visor. Definitely a visor, because Grim Willows, you'll see today there was a reason. Actually, you won't see today. You will see it tomorrow. I had to move the lamp off my desk because it keeps getting in the way. And I tend to find now, the more room I've got on the desk, even if I'm not going to use it, the better. So having a freestanding magnifier, nah, it's just taking up room. I'd rather something be on my head, and then if I'm not using it, I can just push it up here, and I'm just looking through my normal glasses. So all cool. Is the Dalek the biggest build you've ever done, Wayne? No, probably the Alien. The Alien, the Titanic, or even that Terminator down there. But looking at that base, Adrian, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what it looks like when we get to it. I think the Dalek is going to be great when it's finished. Definitely. Definitely. There we go. Look, Mark Poppy'sleaf said the Alien. Very good. What's going on here? My chat. My chat. You got a few of those Starship spaceship models where they all seem to be sort of like extra large. I'm just looking at them now. I have run out of room in these things here. I might have to think of a new way to display them. No idea what yet. Haven't got a clue about that. But I am aware there is a few folk that are obviously with family tonight celebrating Thanksgiving. So if you are watching on demand, hi, how's it going? You're fluffing now. I am fluffing. I'm fluffing. I'm fluffing. Oh, Chris, if only you knew. If only you knew. But it's going to be a yeah. Put it this way, I'm glad I've already done tomorrow's video. I've already done tomorrow's video. Yeah, the light off thing's not going to work. I've disabled it because I cannot figure it out, Ed. I just cannot figure it out. I've been creating some streams on another YouTube channel where no one's going to watch it. I've got no subscribers on it, just so I can try and get it working. I just couldn't get the thing working. So it was a good idea at the time, but yeah. You can't understand why numbers have been added to names. I think what it is, I think you can change your username, Peter, but I think what it is that apparently people have been impersonating other people. So by having your unique username as your person there, people can't like copy you. I wish there was a way that I could change it to actually pick your name up and make it proper, but there's no way to do that. Not yet. I haven't noticed a way anyway, so. Bruno, thank you for your help. You keep me from not making a mistake. Yeah, because I'm making them all, Bruno. Oh, bless. Oh, bless. It's all cool. You know what? You know what? I've got to mention this because I'm in that mood tonight. I'm in that mood where I'm just thankful for everything at the moment. That you know that I'm not just here for model building and stuff like that. I know this is an introverted hobby and stuff like that, but people like, you know, Trevor, there's lots of people out there. Trevor, I don't know if you're in chat tonight, so I hope you don't mind me mentioning your names. But you know, if anyone ever wants to chat or anything like that, I'm normally very active on email and social media, and I'll always try and answer everyone. So you know, just to let you know that you're not on your own, especially coming up to the silly season at the moment. So I'm always here. But we have fun. We will have fun. We're having fun tonight. You wait to the Christmas quiz. Rum's the least of my worries on the Christmas quiz. Trying to get the answers to some of these questions. It's going to be fun. How long is the Battle of the Five Armies in the shorter cut? I don't know, Jacob, because the whole 3 films have been amalgamated into one film. So the whole film is 4 hours, 20 minutes, and that's the whole Hobbit. So basically, they've just cut out all the crap. So I haven't seen it myself. All I know is I only found out about it today, and I'm like, what? So we will find out. You just finished Jigsaw that said 12 years plus. They weren't wrong. Took me near 15 years. Oh, bless you. Hi, Anthony. How's it going? Family birthday calls. It's your birthday today. You're 54 years young. Are you? Happy birthday, Anthony. Let's get that up. Come on. There you go. Happy birthday. Happy Thanksgiving birthday, Anthony. I hope you have a great day. 54. 54. So you're 2 years ahead of me at the moment. I feel 64 today. Bless. And thankfully, I don't have to go to the in-laws today. Got out of it due to a cancer treatment yesterday. That's not good news. Good excuse, right? No, you've got to hold up your side of the bargain, Craig. Sometimes you've got to take one for the team. Well, Wayne, do you also like the new MonsterVerse King and Godzilla movies? I liked, yeah, but you know what? You can take your the King Kong and the new Godzillas and all of that, but Godzilla -1 just buried them all. absolutely buried them all. And I understand Godzilla Zero or something's coming out soon. But Godzilla Minus One is probably the best Godzilla film I've seen in a long, long time. Didn't really like the last Godzilla versus Kong film, I have to say. But yeah, Godzilla Minus One. I know it's not part of that whole MonsterVerse thing, but they certainly showed him how it needs to be done. Birthday. Hi, Matty. How the devil are you? Wow, that rum's hitting me now. I'm telling you. You're looking for the Monarch Legacy of Monsters Season 2. This one features King Kong. Ooh, that could be cool. Will's Workshop. Now, you've just got yourself a new printer. The Creality K1 out of the box is not too much bigger footprint than my Ender 3. You've got the room. You got the room, though, Will's Workshop, to put it. But where are you going to print on that? What are you aiming to print? You're going to be starting printing masks, aren't you? Helmets. And there's an Iron Man suit or a Stormtrooper armor coming in that. I'd love to do that. But I've got my Chitty. Chitty is how you pronounce it. Chitty Q1. That's what I use down here. I haven't used any of my printers, the filament printer or this Saturn 4 Ultra, for ages. Absolute ages. I still need to finish up. You'll see my Velma that I've got on the shelf in the workshop. She's done, but I haven't done any of the diorama part, the gravestone, the ground, the pumpkins. I haven't done any of that yet. I still got to finish the Eagle 5 from Cosmic Scale Models. And I've asked Mrs. Wayne for some model kits for Christmas. Ah. Now, I don't normally have a stash. I've still got the 350, 350 refit. But I can see why people have a stash now, because I'm going to have a stash after Christmas, definitely. Blu-ray and Blu-ray 4K are still going strong, still better than streaming quality. Yeah, Grim Willows, I agree with you. And also, I think that with this day and age of Netflix and Paramount and all those pulling films off because they've lost the license and the license has gone to someone else, people prefer to have that standalone storage thing, especially when the internet goes down. You haven't got a movie as well. I noticed that more in places like CEX, that people are buying lots of Blu-rays, especially the 4Ks. And I couldn't believe the price of still books because they're so collectible. They're like Funko Pop still book Blu-rays. Crazy. I've got the Jaws one, I believe. Someone bought me one. I think it was the Jaws one. As a matter of fact, I've got to thank Pitstain Hobbies for buying me a Blu-ray. I haven't opened it yet. I don't know if anyone's ever heard of this film. I know you folks in America probably haven't, but I have mentioned this before. A David Essex film called Silver Dream Racer. I don't know if anyone's seen that film. This is an amazing film. This is brilliant. This is about a motorcyclist racing who's trying to make the best motorcycle he possibly can. But this film drove me absolutely crazy because the version you're getting here, yeah, the version you get here is not the version of the film. In the special features here, I don't know if you can see this, where it says special features, it says alternate happy ending. Alternate happy ending. This film did not have a happy ending. And it's not like they've added anything. Let me tell you the ending of this film. Basically, it's all building up to a final race. He wins the race. He puts his hands in the air. And then he loses control of the bike. It crashes into a big explosion and he dies. But in that version, he puts his hands up for winning the races and the credits roll. That's it. You don't see what the explosion. So it's like, oh my God. It takes me back to Mrs. Wayne, who thinks this is the funniest story ever, that when I was a child, I watched The Sound of Music. Mrs. Wayne knows what's coming here, with my family. And I was only young. And what happened is they get to the scene where they're having the party and the kids are on the stairs going, so long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, goodbye. And my mum told me that's where the film ended. It's the end of the film. So I went to bed. And I've never seen Sound of Music ever since, until we went to see a musical production of it. And my nephew was in it. And they sang that and it finished. And I was getting my coat to go thinking that was the thing. And she goes, no, this is the interval. What? What? Have they added some? But yeah, I never knew what happened after that song. I thought that was the end of the film. Classic. Best way to hang the spacing is to use fishing line. Yeah, I'm probably going to do it the same way, Aaron, that I did with my Millennium Falcon when I had that up. I think I have 32-pound fishing line on it or something. I can't remember. I've still got that fishing line in my workshop, though, so we'll have to see. Yeah, added the beacon from Mike Lane to 16 backwards. I just need to put the two halves together now. It's not as bad as you think putting it together, Ed. And that bat beacon, something else. All you got to remember is that little aerial bit. Now, Will's workshop told me about this. The little aerial that you put in is make sure that that goes in the hole. And if you line that up and make sure the hole can accommodate it, the car should just slot together. That tends to stop it. And you find that the firewall is the thing that's stopping it. But have a fiddle around and hopefully you can get that. No problems. It was November, more like 4 years ago. Really? Have a go. Comedy King, thank you so much. You just wanted to hear the dash noise, didn't you? Todd's going to be famous with a voice like that, I'm telling you. 86,100 is a very specific number. It is, Jacob. There is a reason. There is a reason. I think I might have mentioned the reason before as well. But when I get to it, you'll understand why. Because, I mean, according to there's a website called Social Blade, and I can type my World of Wayne channel in. Let's have a look at it, shall we? Let's have a look at Social Blade. Because, like, people are saying I'll be at 100,000 in no time, and I'm like, I don't think I will. I still think it's going to take it's going to take a couple of years to get to 100,000 subscribers. Okay, so stand by. Let's bring this up. Oh God, hang on. Right, here we go. So this is my channel on Social Blade. Okay, and it sort of like grades your channel for you. So my channel is 787,000th in the world. I'm a C grade channel. I used to be B, so I don't know what's happened now. In the UK though, I'm 1,519th. Okay, for how-to channels, I'm 1,614th. That's in the world. So that's not too bad, is it? And this is sort of like an analytics. It does tell you my estimated earnings. I'll tell you that right now. That's nowhere near. So that's definitely an estimate. How many views I do, how many subscribers I've had. But if I click here, future projections, it gives me an idea of when I'm going to be hitting things here. Now, they used to have this broken down into things, but they reckon I'm going to be on 100,000 subscribers there by around about October 2027 at the moment, the way I'm going. So that's what I keep my eye open for. That's how I gauge things. Social Blade's probably a good thing to go. But you know what? It takes one video. My Terminator Pack 8 got picked up by Lad Bible, and that did stupid 430,000 views, and I went from 20,000 to 50,000 subscribers like overnight. One video. That's all it takes. We need one of the Italian Job original movie minis. Oh, and a good evening. Oh, hi, Andy. That'd be a good idea, wouldn't it? I don't think we've had a mini yet, have we? We've had a VW Beetle. No minis. I did see that. Thank you, Comedy King. I got there in the end. Wayne, what's on your Christmas bill? Pretty much models, Bills Griffiths. Pretty much models. I gave Mrs. World of Wayne a list, and most of the models that I gave her are from Cosmic. So, because he's got some great stuff over there. I'm doing good, Ramon. How the devil are you? You need a hanger for your Partwork museum, like Jay Leno. A lot of it I haven't got now. Bergdis, you're looking at the World of Wayne Partwork Museum. I do have something downstairs, but anyone who's been here will see that I don't really have many models left. There we go. Look, there's Ian. He's the one that got me Silver Dream Racer. Are you missing stage 4 from the 89 Batmobile? I got a message saying that there was a problem with it. Aaron, I haven't had the next pack yet. I've only had issue 1 and 2. I believe the next stages are on their way, but we'll have to see. We will have to see. Ian, you're in some sort of paradise at the moment, aren't you? I saw your pictures on social media. You're in Mexico. Mexico. That's why it looked like paradise. Wow. Wow. Well, I was very envious while I was freezing in my -2 workshop, trying to turn the pages over because I couldn't feel my fingers. Thank you, Ed. I talk to everyone, Ed. That's appreciated. I like talking. I like talking. I like helping. Perhaps one day we'll talk a little bit more about that. Not today, because it will bring the stream down. But we'll talk about. There's reasons why I do things like that. Since I watch your videos, I've never been such a disaster by sending you wrong issues, missing parts. This week's been terrible, Holger. Three times. We had the John Wick car had an issue. The Darth Vader. Obviously, we're still waiting for Pack 8. What was the other one? I was missing another part as well, which I don't know. They're missing a magazine, stage 41 or something. I can't remember. I'm so out of it at the moment. I tell you, I couldn't even remember what movie I put on tonight for the quiz. Hi, David. How's it going? Speaking about Hobbit, I always forget it's a relatively short book compared to The Lord of the Rings. Jacob, I used to read The Lord of the Rings every Christmas. I believe Christopher Lee used to do the same thing as well. What I changed to do then was watch the Peter Jackson films, but I kind of gravitate back towards the BBC 13 discs, 13 tapes. I've got them down here. Let me show you. Have shown you these before. Now, these are on cassette tape. I do have a tape player there, but they look like that. And John LeMessurier, Peter Woodthorpe, Bill Nighy from Love Actually. He's Sam Gamgee in it, but as you can see, all the tapes are there. And you've got the map of Middle-earth. Absolutely brilliant. Each tape's normally about an hour long. I like listening to that. That's sort of like my Christmas thing now. No Tom Bombadil in there, but pretty much most of the other stuff's in there. Good stuff. It's available on CD now as well. I believe it might be on Spotify as well now. It's definitely on Audible. Loving the fader build apart from Pack 8. Yeah, that's on the way though. Think that might be here tomorrow. Actually, Plutonian. You just finished printing a full-size flux capacitor case on my new H2S. Paul, you know what? I was talking to the Hobby Time models about this, and I don't think they grasped it. So I'm gonna put it to you. I think that, you know, I do say to Agora Models, when I first met Agora Models, and they said, you know, we're thinking about, we're starting a model building company. The first model we're going to do is the Super Snake, and they told me all about it, and I was on board with that. And I said, you know what, everyone seems to be after the A-Team van, the Orca, because so many people wanted the Orca at the time, and Airwolf. And like two of those have come out. So another model which I think would have an absolute crazy amount of people that would order it would be a full-size flux capacitor Partwork. Full size, really detailed. You know, I'm talking about all the connections, all the electrics, everything working in that case. To actually make it yourself, you're looking about £3,000 with the price of the official boxes and stuff at the moment. But actually making one, I'm telling you, people would want it, especially if it mounts to the wall or something like that. Full size flux capacitor Partwork, I'll be in for that. They've got they've got this thing with Universal now. I wonder if that could be something that could be going forward. Would people be interested in that? You have to let me know in chat, but I would definitely be interested in that. Definitely. I mean, I've got my little one there, which I think I might have forgot to turn off last time. There you go. How about a full size one of them? But, you know, making these plugs here even more detailed than they are. You know, proper metal things on the front. Oh, it would be great. Working, sounds. It'd be brilliant idea. Brilliant idea. You're going with your uncle, cousin, and her children to the spacecraft show in Bicester. Well, I will see you there then, because I've got my own stand. It's going to be great. I'm getting Mrs. Wildaway to sort me out like tablecloths and banners and stuff, so you can't miss me. But Ed will tell you I've got this habit of gravitating away from my table and just chatting with everyone. So you'd like to print a helmet, at least, yes, just upgrading the Ender 3. I used that Ender 3 for a long time. Well, I don't know what happened to my Ender 3 in the end. Did I give it away? I think I gave it away. Did you collect Cine Effects? I did, but I did. I wasn't, I collected them as they came out, but you know what? I never know what happened to them. I've seen the price of how much some of them go for now, though. Oh my God. Crazy. You remember seeing 1998 Godzilla? You're talking about the Matthew Broderick, the Roland Emmerich one. Wasn't it the same guy who did Independence Day? That was god awful. Although there is a blockbuster getting smashed up in that, near Madison Square Gardens. Oh, you're freezing every so often. Am I? Yeah, I have dropped 1.7% of the frames. As Berg just said, it's being up here on this power line, I think. Whatever happened to the Batman build? They're all done. They're all done. The tumbler went to Peterborough Fire Station, and they gave that to charity. The obviously the 1966 Batmobile's downstairs, and I've just started the 1998 one. Don't do film streaming. Yep, exactly, Ed. Unless you've got your own network NAS drive. Got your own NAS drive. I'll put more of my movies on there. I don't mind telling you that. You love Silver Dream Machine. Oh, that's Silver Dream Racer, not Silver Dream Machine. Silver Dream Racer. Silver Dream Machine's the look. But I didn't like the end of it, I have to say. I prefer the end where no one's happy. You got Blu-ray steelbooks that are over 15 years old. They're worth an absolute fortune. You remember the shocking ending of Remember Me? I remember that. They was alive in that film, apparently. Yeah, I've watched it now. Steve, she made me watch it in the end to prove that there was more to the film. It didn't have that ending, Ian, but it's not a problem. I still didn't have that film, but thank you. But yeah, I was very bloodthirsty. I was like, hey, it's like living Beavis and Butthead. Yeah, yeah. I think a couple of movies I have on DVD include alternate endings. The alternate ending is the only one in special features. The craziest alternate ending I've seen is if you've seen the film The Butterfly Effect with Ashton Kutcher. It's got like 4 different endings. The theatre had an ending, and they had this thing where every time you watch the film, it would put a different ending on it. It would play a different version of the film. It's sort of like one of those record racing games where the needle, if it was been a different place, it would play a different outcome. Pretty crazy stuff. Oh, Yellow, yeah, I know how that ended. Cosmic's now sold out of the 1/6 scale Oblivion drones. Oh my god, hopefully we'll get some more in. I wanted a Mundo Showan from Fifth Element. I've got some ideas to do that. So that's one of the things I've asked Mrs. World Away for Christmas. No, still no Eiffel Tower for Christmas. Since we're not at the in-laws today, the missus and I are making a beef stew. We make it with holiday spices, brown sugar, and cocoa and chocolate. Ooh, I've heard chocolate in chili. Never heard it in stew. Just waiting for the next pack of the Batmobile and Dalek. I'm hoping my Batmobile is going to be here soon. John the Measure was great in Dad's Army. He certainly was. If you haven't heard them, Will, Workshop, I'm telling you. Listen to it. Listen to it. Absolutely great audio book. I was watching, you must know the Outdoor Boys. He basically stopped making YouTube videos at the beginning of the year. He did say he's going to do some for the end of the year. This guy's got like 1 million, billion subscribers. But he was camping in the Alaska listening to that. I spotted it straight away. So I'm going to listen to an audiobook, and he was listening to that BBC audio version. I haven't heard the BBC version of that though, Chris. I might have to look at that. See, look, Flux capacitor 1.1 would be great. I think it's a perfect idea. Built from scratch using Arduino, complete with synced audio, as close to a movie as possible. Wow. For fuck's sake, Wayne, that's a great idea. I think it's a perfect idea. You know, next time unless Agora Model's watching tonight, I'm going to pitch it to them. It's going to be like Dragon's Den. I'm going to be pitching it to them, saying, look, I've got this idea for a model. In these Partwork Johnny 5 that would put your subscriptions through the roof. I was thinking about the Johnny 5, apart from obviously the little problem it's got now with the Fisher Stevens casting and stuff. I reckon that'd be a really expensive model. Theoretically, you're building a robot, and you're going to want it working, aren't you? You're going to want eyes to be working, the eyes to work like one of those camera apertures, opening and closing. So there's a lot of things in there which just making the price go up and up and up and up. Static model for like Terminator, I can understand. I think Johnny 5 needs a little bit more animation. Don't know though. Don't know. Can't afford Partworks these days, but I'd chuff it more start an OnlyFans if they did a full-size flux capacitor. I'm glad I'm not the only one who thinks that would be a great idea, I'm telling you. Because I was pricing up making one. And when I just saw how much just that fuse box case is, it's like, what? They're like £800. £800 on eBay just to buy that box with the window in it. Crazy stuff. Crazy, crazy, crazy stuff. I think I'm behind on chat. I am trying to catch up. I promise I'm trying to catch up. I'm doing well tonight. Starting to warm up in the Adelaide finally. Really, I mean, it's that time of year, isn't it? You know what, Matty? My brother's moving out to Australia in January. So that means I'll have 2 brothers out there, which means I've got 2 here. The last 2 survivors. And the weirdest thing is that I'm the only Aussie in the family. I live in the UK and I've never been back to Australia. Pretty crazy. You actually like the 1998 Godzilla? Oh my god, no. But King of the Monsters is probably my favorite. There is a scene with Ghidorah that scares me every single time. I haven't seen that, I have to say. Haven't seen that. I remember Silver Dream Machine. I don't think I've seen it. I don't remember. I've heard of that film, Adrian, but it's not the same as Silver Dream Racer. I need to watch Sharknado. Yeah, I haven't seen that. Best film with alternate films is Wayne's World. Let's do the Scooby Doo ending. Yeah, just like that.
You ever see that scene in Scanners?
I had to splice that from the film today because I really thought that was going to be me today. I was going to be Garth, just going. Mrs. Motorway would have to come and slap me. Bless. Oh, what I miss? Oh, we were just talking about everything and everything, Lou. Everything and everything tonight. Old films and alternate endings on films, pretty much tonight. Happy Thanksgiving, Lou. 43 minutes and I'm still awake, not falling asleep tonight. Oh, I must be keeping you riveted then. Perhaps it's the rum. Wait away, and I have the factory entertainment full-size Flux like Mike, Lane and Todd. I love it. Yeah. The thing is, Ian, yeah, because I've seen that, right? I've seen it. That's all great and all, but for the price of it, I reckon you could make a full-size one which just feels a lot more better. You know, I've just got this idea. I've got it in my mind. I've got a vision of it. A full-size flux capacitor Partwork would go down brilliant. And then, you know, if they want to drag it out, if they don't think that's going to be enough issues, then make a full-size Christmas tree to go with it, which is activated by music and sound. So you could have it on the wall of a workshop, have that doing its thing, and then every time you talk, it's, you know, the Xmas tree's doing the whole spectrometer thing. Ah, I'm just full of ideas tonight. This is what happens, rum. Lou, I'm on 5-finger rum tonight. I've had about that much rum in here, and I've almost finished it. It's been one of those days today. Mrs. Wayne, just so you know, is feeling a lot better at the moment. She's feeling a lot better. She's back to school tomorrow. She's been off for 2 weeks now, and she's moving. She's moving around, which is good. But I don't think sciatica is one of those things that clear up instantly. But, you know, it's getting better, which is a good thing. You'll be happy with a toy version of Johnny 5. They're like tiny though, weren't they? Maybe I should publish my printable Fluxbox version on MakerWorld. Yeah, I want it. Yeah, the thing is, Paul, I want it metal. I want the case to be metal. I want a golden goose. Orca shipping in January. But I think they're going to try and get me the first pack for the end of December. I really hope it'd be such a good thing to have that first pack of the Orca before Christmas. Because obviously I'm away after Christmas. I'm going to be in Scotland. I'm going to be with the Jamesy boy. I'm going to be up in Glasgow, north of Mulgai. What sort of language was that? I need to be in Scotland before I can speak Scottish. Yeah, I'll be up in calendar. I can't wait. I cannot wait. Silver Dream Machine is a single. Oh, it's a single, is it? I don't know. I know David Essex is primarily a singer, so yeah, you're probably right. Did you ever see Barbarella? Yep, great film. As a matter of fact, last week, Lou, I was going to make Barbarella the film, but I didn't know how many people would see it. Plus, you know, she's scantily clad through the whole thing, and normally any scantily clad sci-fi film normally goes straight to Barbarella. You're falling asleep and it's 3:45 p.m. Oh my god. I have to back and watch the replay. Yeah, no, definitely. Watch on demand, Lou. Watch on demand. I sent you a message anyway, Lou. I don't know if you got my message I sent you. I sent you a message on Facebook explaining some stuff. So, Have you seen the 80s film Eve of Destruction? I have. Oh, whoa. Yes, I have. I have seen that. That's a robot. She's a robot. Eve of Destruction. I remember. God, that I didn't remember the title, but now you mentioned it. Yeah, I do remember that. Yes, David Essex. Apparently, the real bike was a dog. Glasgow. That'd be the day was another film David Essex did. Oh God, I bet a lot of people don't even know who the hell David Essex is. Metal box isn't screen accurate. The actual styling disclosure is fiberglass. Well, fiberglass then. Get a fiberglass one. It just needs to. It needs to have that weight with it. I don't know. I'm just chewing the fat here. It's not all good, but you never know. I just like to see a really high quality flux capacitor. You need more rum if you're going to do a Glasgow accent. I got the slancher bit right. XO Collection is 40% off the Eiffel Tower. Check on the Facebook page. Oh, I will do. I will do. Let me put that on my notes. Because you know me, I will forget. There you go. My dogs are going crazy. I think they're barking at someone. Mrs. Wellaway was expecting a delivery today, but it sounds like the dogs are in the street, not the garden. I hope they're in the garden. You'd love to see an artworks build of the Last Starfighter. You know what? Jeffrey Fink's your person to be talking to Last Starfighter stuff. He's been doing a lot of stuff from that. Have you seen the movie Cherry 2000? I need to see. For me, you know, I've seen so many movies, Ian. I need to look at the cover of the film. Hang on a second. Box art. Box art is what I can say. Cherry 2000. No, I haven't seen that. Melanie Griffiths. I haven't seen it. If I see the box art, I know if I've seen the film. Probably won't be able to remember it, but no, I haven't seen that. Cherry 2000. Your wife is Scottish and 17 years on. I still don't understand her. On new phone, I tried the real-time Google Translate. Even that couldn't help me. Sounded a bit like Mr. Miyagi from Karate Kid, yeah. Walk on street. Right side, safe. Left side, safe. Walking middle, just like grape. I'm trying to think of an obscure sci-fi. How about Space Truckers? Yeah, I remember Space Truckers. Now, Space Truckers, was that the one with Tommy Lee Jones? Space Truckers. Let me have a look. Oh, no. I don't think I have seen that. What was the one with Tommy Lee Jones? There was 3 of them. I thought it had Tommy Lee Jones in it. No, what am I thinking of? What am I thinking of? A space film with Tommy Lee Jones in it. That's Stephen Dorff. No, I haven't seen that. I'm going to add that to my list as well. There you go. Space Cowboys. Thank you. I've seen Space Cowboys. I haven't seen Space Truckers. That's another one I'm going to have to try and get. Ian wouldn't have sent me a pizza. I hope not anyway, because Ian's in New York at the moment and he's taken a picture on his social media, actually on the Partwork Upgrades channel, of the New York fire station where they film Ghostbusters. I'm so jealous. I've got the Wraith. That'd be a cool car as well. You got to go to the in-laws. Oh, Thanksgiving's it's a pain for some people, isn't it? See, our Thanksgiving's kind of like we do all of this at Christmas. We don't really do anything for Thanksgiving, but I like to be involved in it. I think it's a great holiday to have. You have Space Truckers on DVD. I need to see it now. I'll take it. Is it a sci-fi comedy? What genre would Space Truckers go into? I like the old side. I like your ice pirates. Since you guys got me onto ice pirates. Oh my god. It's a science fiction comedy. Yeah, I can do some science fiction comedy, definitely. 1950 sci-fi is where you want to be, like The Islands Earth. I used to watch all of those, all the B movies, Tarantula, and all the B movie horror films as well. The Incredible Melting Man. There used to be a show by Richard O'Brien called Mystery Train. It was on in the 80s and 90s, and they'll show a little short, which only went on for about 15 minutes, and that could either be a cartoon or a really tiny sort of animation, and then they'll go on to the B movie, pretty much how they used to run them in the cinema. Yeah, I saw some great films on that. There's a film by a guy called Todd Haynes. I'm telling you to, you've got to watch this. So he's a director called Todd Haynes. Now he did, Let me find a film that he did. Something you might recognise. Stand by. God, filmography. Let's have a look. Poison, say Velvet Goldmine. He did. The Velvet Underground, Dark Waters. Ah, there you go. But he did a short once. Now you've got to try and find it. It's on YouTube called He Was Once. It's called this. He Was Once. And it's about like Davy and Goliath, but it's been done with stop motion animation with people. So they're getting people, and when they're talking, they've animated them. So they walk a little bit, take a picture, and all that. It's the weirdest, freakiest, trippiest thing you're ever gonna see. It's on YouTube called He Was Once, Todd Haynes. You got to watch it. It is crazy. It's an absolute crazy thing. Only goes on for about 10, 15 minutes. But yeah, I saw that as a kid. I thought I was on some sort of trip. I'm telling you. We eat early and back and ready for my coma. Is that what happens now? That'll be me probably like midday Christmas Day. You used to watch the movies every Saturday afternoon. They don't hardly show them anymore. I wish they did. There was another one that we had something here called the Children's Film Foundation. Okay. And they used to have the B movies on a Saturday. Now they had a one called with ball bearings attacking Earth. Space alien ball bearings. And I'm trying to think what it was called. It was called there we go. Another one to watch. It was called Glitterball. So you can do a search for that. YouTube have got excerpts of it. All right. I'm gonna. I don't want to get copyright striked here, but look, this is a little bit. I'm gonna flick through it a little bit. Look, these ball bearings attack Earth. So you gotta watch it. It's a Children's Film Foundation ball. It was crazy. It was a crazy, crazy film. I remember that vividly. Vividly. You had the original single of The Firm and Star Trekking across. I know how to do the dance for that. You go to enough sci-fi conventions, you learn the Star Trekking dance. It's just a matter of life. You remember that? It went to #1, yeah. On the Starship Enterprise, under Captain Kirk. I take it that was an American thing as well. It's got to be. What about Daryl? Yeah, one of my favourite films. Data analysing robot youth life form. You know that kid? He did that, and he did Never Ending Story. And then I believe he became a photographer and just left acting. Crazy stuff. Mystery Science Theatre, I still remember that. Well, now you need to show us the dance. I'm not doing the dance. Let's bring on the star. You're off to the beach bar. You have yourself a good time here. I can't believe you're in Mexico. Freezing our nuts off in England. You know what we're doing here. You're in Mexico. It's crazy. BBC Doomwatch, great series. Yeah, I remember that. FX ran Project X today. No way. That's a sad film, though. You know, Lou. I've got that now. I've got that now. It's funny. Every time I talk about these films on this stream, chances are in 24 hours I've got that film because I just think, oh, I got to watch that. Space Truckers is now top of my list. I'm definitely going to have a look at that. Do you remember the Joe 90 dance from the conventions? No, I don't. You talk about like the Star Fury conventions. Star Fury is the day where I learnt most of these dances. Pretty crazy stuff, isn't it? You got Star Trekking on vinyl single. Paul, you've just admitted to that, bless you. Anyway, listen, that is the end of the Thanksgiving stream tonight. I hope if you are bellies full and enjoying yourself and spending some time with your family, I hope I have enjoyed or entertained you for the last hour. Obviously, I'm going to revisit this stream nearer Christmas. We're going to be talking about this stream. But anyway, I hope you've had a good night tonight. Remember, tomorrow it's going to be the Lancaster. I was going to do an outro tonight. I completely forgot that. So we'll have to see. But I'll hopefully have that next time. Take care, everyone. See you later.